Hello and welcome back to Pooch's Yard Unleashed, the podcast where we talk about everything dog and everything doggy daycare. Now, if you've ever questioned if daycare is even any good for your dog, or you have heard people say that it's just chaos, it's just full on, it's bad for your dog, or anything like that, they have no idea. Today, we are busting those myths. So, I've got my lovely wife Nadine with me, and today we are going to dive straight in to these myths and crack it open and really get into the depths of it all. So,
why has my pillow been replaced with a bike sleeve?
it's a great idea, isn't it?
I like it.
Hey?
It's not going to be happy.
Pooch's Yard Unleashed.
Anyway, diving straight in. We've got 5 myths today to cover.
Okay.
And some of them a little bit controversial, maybe.
Do you know what bugs me, though, is that you always know about what we're talking about, and then you're just like, we're doing a podcast, let's go.
I'm
and
the
then
host.
okay, that's nice. A little bit of a, preparation for me would be lovely.
Yeah, your preparation is, Nadine, podcast upstairs, please.
Yeah, I haven't even had time to make a cup of tea for this.
Anyway, diving in. Myth number 1. Dog daycare is just dogs playing all day.
Obviously.
Obviously. Next myth.
Come on, just stroke them on their heads.
Yeah, we just sit there, stroke them hair, they throw balls all day. No, not true. The reason that's not true, ultimately, plain and simple, if a daycare is just throwing a ball for your dog all day, you're going to have a dog that is overstimulated. It's not going to really have anything good or benefit from daycare. You're just wasting your money, and it's ultimately going to cause long-term health problems, joint problems, no matter of the breed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just not true.
Especially puppies.
Which daycares should always be very structured. They should have lots of different enrichment on offer, and really kind of know about dogs and dog breeds individually.
Oh, 100%.
Because that makes a hell of a difference.
Know what they're bred for. You know what they want to do mentally to help, tire them
to
out.
help that dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, how do we do that here? We're a good doggy daycare. We know what we're doing.
Blowing our own little trumpet.
I will blow my own trumpet. Multiple award winning.
Need a bigger shelf.
But we do need a bigger shelf. But structured group environment and group play, in my opinion, is probably one of the most important things here.
Yep. We basically teach them how to socialise with other dogs. The amount of dogs that we actually have walked through the door that don't know how to ask another dog to play.
Yeah, or instigate play, or get involved in play.
I mean, when we do the TikTok lives, the amount of people are like, that dog's mounting that one. And actually, half the time, it's so confused because it doesn't know how to ask that dog to play that he thinks, oh, I'm going to mount you, and then we're going to play, and then we're going to... They don't understand.
But mounting is a way that some dogs who are like that need to do that. They go through that emotion, they go through that behaviour, and then they instigate play.
Yep.
We then guide them, teach them that there's other ways to do that, not just by mounting.
Yep.
One thing I also want to cover on this topic, if you're looking for a doggy daycare, you found this podcast and you're completely new to daycare, you want to look for a daycare that is managing your dog's energy efficiently rather than just overstimulating your dog.
Yeah.
So such things for me, mental enrichment. Everyone talks about physical. Everyone talks about the throwing the ball.
And owners know that. What do you do for your dog at home to tire him out? Take for a walk.
Oh, yeah, go for a walk.
Going to throw a ball for it.
The best one, owners, no offence to any owner out there, they'll all say, I took him for a 5-mile walk at the weekend. He still wants to go.
Haven't tired this out.
You haven't tired the old brain. That is the most important thing with nearly all dog breeds. With nearly every single dog breed that I've ever had my hands on, they all want to be mentally enriched. And most dogs, actually, I think, over the years of doing this as a daycare, would rather be mentally enriched than physically enriched.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So let's talk mental enrichment. For a lot of people that aren't sure about mental enrichment, they're probably thinking, get a Sudoku out, do a crossword.
Driving makes me tired.
Driving does make you tired. That's why you normally phone me. Just to stay awake. But
you're boring. I'm
I
fall
know.
asleep.
And then I'm just thinking, you've stopped my music.
Yeah, I know you always said that. I was in the middle of karaoke when you called.
Yeah, I'm blaring out like
Bit
big
Cody
old
Johnson.
country, yeah, a bit of country music, and you go and stop me halfway through my flow. But mental enrichment. Let's cover a few of the things, basic topics of mental enrichment.
Yep.
You've got Licky Mat, one of the best brands in the enrichment world. I'm not sponsored by them, just to point that out to anyone listening. But we do work very closely with them.
Yeah, 100%.
They are just the best. So a Licky Mat is basically a non-slip material. You can put peanut butter in, purees in,
We put sometimes
treats.
for the puppies especially, put their raw food in it.
Raw food.
Yeah.
There's so much you can put in.
They've now started designing the crate ones, haven't they?
They have. Yeah.
So like when you leave them, you can attach it to the bars of the crate.
Yep.
And leave something in it.
Yep. And
Entertain them all day.
it's got an adjustable strap. We haven't actually had hands-on one yet. We've seen them in
No, we
action
have, yeah,
video-wise, but they've got a strap on them. So even for groomers or things like that, if you're going in a car and your dog doesn't like travelling, you can strap it to the back of the headrest, put some things in it, and keep your dog entertained that way.
Lovely bit of peanut butter smell in the car.
As you're driving down the road, singing to your
Well,
country music. But there are other things. Snuffle mats.
Love a snuffle mat.
We love a
Bertie
snuffle
loves a
mat here.
snuffle mat
Yeah.
until he got too clever and picked up and shook it. Little bugger.
Yeah, so snuffle mats are fantastic. They are basically a mat material with lots of different fibres like cotton, strands, and bits of
Bits of
material
felt,
they
really,
have
isn't
to
it?
move, felt that they have to move out the way. Some of the pouches they have to kind of open with their nose or their mouths.
Oh, it's my favourite thing though. Listening to them snuffle like little. Remember
Yeah.
when we had the little puppies and all they done was snuffle to find the mama? Oh, it's the cutest little noise ever, isn't
It's
it?
like,
I know,
you
I
just
love
hear
it.
it snuffling
Oh,
through.
I
And
know,
it
it's like my
is the best
favourite
thing ever.
thing.
Snuffle mats are fantastic. If your dog, like our Bertie, our Beagle, they can get a little bit clever to them, and well, he just picks them up,
Shakes them.
shakes them,
And then he
treats
gets
them out.
angry because the others then pick it up.
Yeah, and he's like, I've done all the hard work, guys.
No.
Puzzles as well. Their puzzles have become quite a popular thing over the last couple of years.
Callie loves them. We timed her once.
Yeah.
Quickest out of all of our 13.
Yeah, and puzzles are fantastic. So they are normally made of plastic. They have little pieces that they have to move along. They're not like a 500 piece jigsaw. So I'm talking a plastic food enrichment. They have little buttons, little knobbles that they can move around, push around with their nose.
Yep.
That reveals a treat. Absolutely fantastic, especially for our Beagle. You say she
It's
is
the Beagle's food.
she is so intelligent. There's different levels of difficultness. So if you've got a dog that's new to it, you can do an introduction one, and there's ones that are for kind of expert dogs. Our Beagle could do the expert one really quick, but she is absolutely food obsessed.
100%.
But still a
And like a
fantastic.
kangaroo, because I've learned that when we're out, she jumps up onto our kitchen island.
She does, yeah. But she's my Beagle. She's lovely. But puzzles are fantastic. You've got to think here. Little fun fact for everyone listening: 15 minutes of sniffing is 45 minutes of exercise, i.e., running. That's huge. So for those that, if you've got a dog, you think, "Oh, I can't walk the dog today," don't worry, don't feel bad. This is where daycares can help. But even at home, get their treats, get their food.
Especially when you're poorly. Everyone's like,
Yes.
my dog, by 5 o'clock, it's annoying me because it wants to go for a walk.
Yep.
Hide the little food in the garden and tell them to go find it.
And actually, that's another little fun fact for you. If your dog knows when walk time is and your dog starts jumping up in front of you because it wants food or it wants a walk, you're not mentally enriching your dog. You have a physically enriched dog who has learnt a pattern of behaviour that is not healthy for your dog. So, if that is your dog, listen to all these things we're mentioning about mental enrichment, start that, include that in your dog's day, and your dog is going to be less asking for a walk. They should never do that. But other things, scent games is a great...
Sniffaris.
Sniffaris, a great mental enrichment.
They have like little bean bags that come with them, don't we? And we hide different like scents
Yep.
in them.
They've got a little aniseed pouch in them.
Yeah.
You can hide them around. They go find them. Again, that's good for overweight dogs because they don't necessarily have to find food. They're finding a scent.
Yep.
So that's fantastic. There's also breed-specific focus that daycares should do. So this is something you should ask your daycare about. Do they know your breed?
Probably not half them, because the amount of people that we've had come here, they'll be like, So I've got this mixed breed, and you look at them, you are the worst for it. Be like, I think it's got Great Dane in it, and a bit of Lab, and you know by looking at it because you're so. There's something wrong with your brain because you remember too much.
I'm just so obsessed with dogs. And
I know
breeds.
you are, and it is beautiful, but it is beautiful. Like honestly, like how clever you are with dogs, it's annoying sometimes. My brain can't hold that much information for some reason.
I hold a bit of knowledge.
A lot of knowledge.
But this again,
when you don't know when you've rescued a dog and you've got a mixed breed,
it's so important to know the breeds.
Yeah. Get a DNA test. I know that sounds like I don't really care what it is. No, you might
should.
Not. You might not care what it is because of the fact it won't make you love them any different. Blah 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 is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, totally agree.
But you can help them more if you know what breeds are in them to then know what areas of enrichment you need to give that dog.
That we done that for our Chan.
Yep.
When I first got Chan, so she's a rescue dog. There you go. That's how we start that story. When I was trying to work for her, she was aggressive. I couldn't pin my knowledge on a certain way of training her. So I done a DNA test on her. It come back with lots of breeds, but there was 3 predominant breeds within her: Shepherd, Pit Bull, and Staffordshire Bull Terrier. Mm-hmm. And I knew by focusing on those breeds, knowing my knowledge of dogs, knowing the dog in front of me now, I'm going to try training a Shepherd, or I'm going to try training a Pit Bull, or I'm going to try training a Staffy. They have different ways of learning. It's like children in a classroom. You cannot, this is where I hate school, so I won't go into that, but you cannot teach 30 kids in a room the same topic. That's not right.
No, they're not. Their interests just aren't there, are they?
And if you've got a dog in front of you, if you've got a Rottweiler in front of you and you're trying to teach it like a fucking spaniel, the Rottweiler's just going to look at you as confused as my head is right now. So, yeah, daycares are not all about just throwing a ball. Make sure if you pick a daycare, they know about dog breeds and they know about how to mentally enrich your dog.
Test them when you take your dog there. Say, do you know what Dobermans? Do you know what a Doberman's bred for? And if they can't answer it, turn around, find another one.
Red flag.
Massively.
And do it for a dog breed that you maybe don't have. Put your phone on like no caller ID.
Yeah.
Call up a daycare. This is my honest advice to you all. For easiness conversation, well, let's pick Doberman for easiness conversation. Ring up a daycare, even if you don't have a Doberman. Call them and say, oh, I've got a 4-year-old Doberman. Could you tell me how you would enrich my Doberman?
And the gender matters, and whether they're neutered or not.
And another thing, a huge thing here, this is kind of doesn't relate to this topic as much, the coloration of your dog.
Oh my God, massive difference. I never would have believed him before I met him. Oh my God, the difference.
Coloration matters. So,
and even eye colour.
If you've ring up a daycare nearby, if you're currently if you're looking for a daycare, you've stumbled upon this podcast, I want you to do one thing: save the video so you can watch it later. 2, ring up a daycare and call them and say, I've got a Doberman. If they, within that conversation, don't ask for its coloration, red flag, don't use them. Mm-hmm. If you ring up a daycare and they say, or you say by mistake, oh, it's a brown Doberman, and use the brown for example, or say chocolate, because it's not a chocolate Doberman, it's a brown Doberman.
No, you're getting finicky there.
But anyway, call up, say you've got a brown Doberman. Now, they should know, if they know Doberman, that a brown Doberman is much more aloof.
That's the word you use.
Stupid. Dense between the ears.
You leave my little gator alone. I love that dog.
Than a black Doberman. I can say that. We've got 4 Dobies, 3 black and tan, 1 brown and tan.
Yep.
Now, a daycare should know that you have to really work differently with a brown Doberman to a black and tan Doberman.
Same with the Isabellas.
Same with the Isabella. Same with all the different colours.
Yep.
Same with Labrador. Same with Spaniels. There's so much. So, yeah, ring them up and test them. It's almost
like the best way to do it is that black, most intelligent, and then dilutes from their brain cells as well.
And that is the correct word. So anyone listening, it's a dog breed predominantly has one main colour that we've bred over time, and that is the predominant source of colour within that dog. And then from there, you have dilutes. The weaker gene or a weaker coloration. Then over years, people have bred those weaker genes
I
to
know.
make a new gene.
When we were breeding the Doberman, when we were looking into all like, they got so many letters that go with it.
Yep.
Oh my God. And this little tree goes, if you breed a black and tan with a Isabella,
Yeah.
and then it ends up with this letter. It's like a code, isn't it?
If you breed like a capital D with a lowercase d and with a lowercase d and a capital D, then you're more likely to get
Honestly,
a
my
different coloration.
brain actually had a whiz go in it, whizzed up and mushed out, and it come out my ears when
And
I
you
was
just let
learning
me sort it.
100%. I was
and
like,
then
you just
explain
tell
it in
me.
layman's terms.
Yeah. Dumb it down for me.
Right. So that's that. Do that little test. Even if you're at a doggy daycare, test them. Unless they know your voice. We know our customers. We'd probably be like, is that you, Samantha?
I don't know, Samantha.
Every time. Right. Myth number 2.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one. I
Oh,
like
cool.
all of them, but I like this one.
No,
Any-
because I'm sure everyone's going, that's my favourite.
Yeah, you're probably going to hear that the whole way through this podcast. Any dog will benefit from doggy daycare.
No.
No.
Oh my God, how many have we turned away? Because it just doesn't, this
So
environment doesn't suit them.
And I think some people get disheartened when we turn them away.
I know, and it makes me so sad.
And it's not necessarily, it's not that we don't like your dog. People take it personally.
I know, but it's just, I don't want to see your dog sad.
And sometimes you've got a lovely dog, your dog's fantastic, your dog actually copes in a daycare, but cope is not the word we want.
No.
They need to settle, or we need to see a way that we can make
They need to thrive.
they need to thrive. And coping is not a good word.
No.
If we see potential in them, you water that seed and you hope it grows.
Yeah.
But if we can look at a dog and say it's coping, it's probably always going to be like this, we would reject that dog.
No one wants to just survive.
No, not at all.
I'm not being funny. If I had to go out to, I don't know, a party, say, for instance, every Friday night, I'm just surviving it because I want to party with you. I am 30 this year. I am old as fluff.
Funnily enough, you say that. So I was on TikTok Live yesterday, and people were talking about dogs in daycares and do all dogs suit? And it was actually a question that come up. And my response was, dogs in daycares are like people in pubs. You've got the people in pubs that look natural in a pub. They're at the bar. They know how to go up to the bar. They know how to order drinks. They know their order. They know everyone else's order. Get around in.
Yep.
And then you've got me. I avoid pubs like the bubonic plague.
You avoid our alcohol cupboard.
I mean, in general, but I avoid pubs like the plague unless, shout out to the Crown in Great Ellingham, not sponsored.
You do delicious food, though. I haven't been in ages. Why don't we go
We'll-
there?
Oh, Buckham Hill.
Oh, can
Yeah, anyway,
Sunday
moving on.
roast.
So I'm not someone that would, if you asked me to go out and say, oh, do you want to meet at the pub? My instant response is I'm busy. Because
he hasn't even checked the diary.
I'm not a pub person. I don't do well in pubs. I don't necessarily like alcohol, nor do I necessarily like drunk people. And it's just not my environment. And I think that's an important thing to know. Your dog has 4 legs. We are a doggy daycare. But that doesn't mean your dog should be in a daycare. And I think experience and true passion and care has taught us over these years to say no.
Yeah, 100%.
I think, but I mean, I've
I
done
don't
that from the
enjoy
start.
my day looking at your dog going...
Yeah, sitting in the
because
corner, drooling, panicking.
Oh, my you poor
We do
little
get
thing.
dogs that drool. Dogs do drool, and they can drool in other ways. But the stress signs.
I got a dog hair in my eye.
That's a great time.
That is how much I love your dogs. It's in my eyeball.
But the importance of saying the word no for me is that it's not about money. And so many people ultimately, I think most people that get to know us or don't know us and they want to ask a question, it's always like, how much money do you earn? Oh, you must make loads of money. To us, it's not about the money. And it really isn't about the money. It's about the care of the dog. And if your dog isn't happy or we don't see potential, then your dog won't come to our daycare. And that's hugely important.
I'm not going to force it.
No.
Like, what's the point? Like, honest to God, what is the point?
And again, another test, you could call up a daycare if you're looking for a daycare. You could ring them up and just be like, oh, I've got a dog that's really, really anxious, really, really nervous, and see how they would manage that.
Mm-hmm.
And the important thing you're waiting for them to say on the phone is, but not every dog suits a daycare.
Yeah.
Have you explored other options, such as a dog walker or a dog sitter or there's others. There's so many other ways.
Yep.
So that's another way to find out if a good daycare is what you're looking at.
We've recommended dog sitters or dog walkers.
I mean,
so
I've
many
recommended
times.
daycares that hate us. I'm just going to say it. There's other daycares around that absolutely hate us for no reason.
Jealous.
They're just jealous, I think, and they just don't like the fact there's another daycare.
There's enough dogs to go around.
There's enough
guys.
dogs. I have no malice with any other daycare. And we've actually stood there with a customer in front of us. The dogs come, I think, 2 or 3 times to us. It was doing okay, but okay is not what we want.
Nope.
Okay is not what we expect people to pay for. And I went out on that last time and I said, look, your dog is a daycare dog, but it's not a Pooch's yard dog.
Yep.
Your dog should go XYZ down the road. Here they are. Here's their Facebook. I don't know a huge amount about them because they don't like us, but here's the details of this place. I think this would better suit your dog.
Yep.
Lo and behold, they went there and they actually
Suits
rang
them.
us and thanked us and said, do you know what? My dog's really, really thriving there. And I was like, we've done our job.
Mhm.
Because
We
it's not about
have-
us making money. It's about the dog having a better life.
No, and like the environment we have is different to other daycares. Every daycare is completely different. And it's not
100%.
a case of we're palming them off. No way.
No.
It's just a case of we just have a different way of doing things. And sometimes some dogs don't like that real structured, here's your breed, here's what we're doing, and not forcing them into it. 'Cause again, if they don't want to do it, they don't get to do it.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
And like some days they're like, oh yeah, I actually really fancy doing the treats, snuffle mats
Yeah.
and all that. Other days they're like, oh, I can't be bothered to work for my food.
But that's that experience showing again.
Exactly.
We understand your dog. We care about your dog and we want the best for it. Touching base very quickly on dogs that thrive in our environment, we've got a Doberman called Kenzo.
Oh, I love that.
To cut a long story short, they'd rescued Kenzo from Dogs Trust. He was over the top with how he would play with dogs. In theory, he didn't actually have a clue how to socialise or how to
To be
interact.
honest, he looked like he'd never played with a dog in his entire life.
Yeah,
Poor boy.
and if he had, it was probably a bad experience.
Yeah.
So mixed signals on how to socialise.
Didn't know how to ask to play. Didn't know how to play.
Yep.
Different sizes, different breeds. He didn't have a clue.
The owners found us.
Yep.
We explained how we would help them, how we would benefit Kenzo. He first come in, and my first thought was, I'm skipping the part where we introduced him, but we'd got into the daycare at this point, and I was a bit like, I'm not sure. I can see potential, but it's 50-50 whether this is going to work or hinder your progression in life. I was very honest with the owners, but now, to cut a long story
I
short,
know, he's in yesterday and he's so funny.
he thrives in this environment.
He travelled over an hour to get here. I only found that out
Yeah.
during the bad weather.
Yeah, they
That's
absolutely
madness.
thrive in this environment.
100%. He does so well.
And the most important part is that his owners are seeing benefits outside of daycare,
Yep.
which is a massive thing.
Mhm.
So, let's talk about a dog that is a slow build. You got one come straight to your head, haven't you?
Yeah, and I love him so much.
Go on, and who is it?
Little Loaf.
Little Loaf. His name's Frank.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Big Loaf now. He's rising.
He's medium Loaf.
Oh, okay. Well, he's
You
rising.
got to think he lives with an XL bully.
Yeah,
He's a big loaf.
he is a big loaf.
So Frank can be medium loaf.
Oh, but he's just so yummy. I
But-
could eat him.
But yeah, perfect dog to mention, Nadine. He is a slow build, and they messaged us the other day. We sat down, spoke about the reply.
Yep.
And the honest, we love the owner, very honest. They were kind of like, is daycare helping him, or is it potentially not helping him? Is he benefiting from daycare? Our reply was, he is benefiting, but it's a very slow build of confidence. It's a very slow build of him interacting with other dogs.
And it needs to be a regular thing as well. That's the thing.
Yep. So we've explained that that's the case.
And one thing that we didn't mention that I need to is obviously you live with an XL bully that is, because of some shitty rule that the government decided to come up with.
Yeah.
He's limited and
That possibly limits Little Loaf.
Yeah, my little loaf.
Medium loaf.
Okay, little loaf. He's always gonna be little loaf.
He'll always be Little Loaf.
So yeah, and I think that limits him as well. So he hasn't had the exposure that Caesar was. And obviously,
Yes.
when you have two dogs, most people compare the two.
Yep,
Whether
yep.
it's the same breed, different breed, whatever, you still compare them.
100%.
So I think that it's a case of he's limited, and I think then Frank's then become limited. But
Yep.
obviously Caesar wasn't limited when he was a puppy,
Yep.
and then what we call the sponge time when they
Yeah,
soak
yeah,
up everything. So therefore, Caesar's had that exposure to most things to start with. Whereas I think because Frank is limited with Caesar, I think that Frank's not had that same
And
exposure.
it slows his growth,
Yeah.
not physical growth,
No, he's still rising.
environmental, mental growth.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the owners are fully aware. And again, that's the importance of having a relationship with your daycare.
Yep.
That the owner felt very comfortable to be able to ask us that. And we
Know
are,
that
she
they're going to
knows
get an honest
that
opinion.
we aren't just going to sit there and be like, absolutely loves it, give us your money.
No.
It's a yes, no, 50-50. And that's how we kind of word it. It's 50-50. Sometimes we feel that we're getting somewhere. Sometimes we don't feel we are, but we leave it to the owner. Ultimately, we know we can help, but it's just gonna be a slow build. So again, that's the other thing you're looking for: changes outside of home. And then there are dogs you just have to say no to. I won't mention names here, but have you got a dog that you can think of?
Yeah, because it made me really sad.
I think I know who you're gonna say. You're on about the pointing griffin that came in.
Yeah, because I actually got really teary. I'm doing it again now. I loved that dog.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I saw him in the reception room. Stop it. Saw him in the reception and how he was. And they said, like, he'd rescued him. He was a stray.
Yep.
And all of this. And they're really struggling, like, with him around dogs because of how he was snapping. And when we were doing the introduction, you took him through to the daycare.
Yep.
And we couldn't, he had to go in a muzzle because we were so, like, how he was acting, it was a case of someone's going to get hurt otherwise.
So, for those that don't know about a pointing griffin, I won't bore you with all the details, but they are a hunting dog. They love prey driving, so they're one of those breeds that have a right thrill for chasing, hunting, killing. It's in their nature, and I'm not saying they're an aggressive breed by any stretch of the imagination, but they like hunting.
Mhm.
They like putting their nose to ground and finding something to bring down.
And it was very clear that whatever his life was, obviously we don't know his past. He
No.
was just found abandoned in a field. That it looks like that is exactly what he was used for.
Yes, and I think that is the case with him. It's very ingrained. He was bred for
beautiful.
that. Stunning dog.
One-on-one with us, oh my God, you could get a
Lovely.
more loving dog. Like,
And that is
as
the truth.
as a one-on-one dog, whatever, like, if however that dog is in your home, perfect. Couldn't imagine it. You wouldn't be allowed a cat in there, but bugger the cat.
Yeah,
But
no,
oh my God, he was
the
beautiful.
dog was fantastic. But we knew after that initial visit that we're not going to change his brain chemistry.
It's instinct.
It's instinct.
Yep.
It was ingrained.
Mhm.
But we still want to help dogs. We could say, because I know daycares that do it, where they're like, oh, we'll just muzzle them. They could still be in here. Nope. They're coping or they're managing, and that is not good.
You're just stressing it out, and you're going to end. He's
You're
going
gonna
to
have
live in such a smaller
Yeah, sorry.
lifespan due to the fact that stress is going to kill him.
Yeah, and his opportunities of enjoying daycare
Yep,
are so
100%.
limited. But we passed him on to a dog trainer nearby, and as far as we're aware,
He's doing really
he's
well.
doing really well.
Yeah.
He's now, again, he is now thriving in his home environment because he went to a dog trainer that gave the right tools for that dog to live a life where the owners get the best out of him and he gets the best out of life.
Yeah, and the owners can understand the dog better, which therefore helps the dog.
And they'd had a pointing griffin before
Yep.
that was
But obviously
really
you got it from a
sociable.
puppy.
So they were a bit shocked, but now they understand that we weren't just going to take their money. We wanted the best for the dog.
Yeah.
So realistically, no, not all dogs can benefit from doggy daycare. And your daycare needs to be very honest and you need to be very open to help.
100%.
Moving on to myth number 3. Now, this is one of my favourites.
I knew he was going to say it the whole way through this.
Daycare is just expensive babysitting.
Who's fucking saying that? They ain't looking at our bills, are they? Not even just that. Oh, no, you carry on.
So, I obviously Nadine doesn't know these figures that I'm about to mention. I've done my own little research very quickly and priced up a few things. We've got 2 children. They are in a nursery, so we know what nursery bills are, and you can touch base on that in a second.
Fluff and expensive,
But
realistically.
the average nursery cost for a child in the UK is £7 an hour. I worked out that our daycare here at Pooch's Yard, we are £2.75 an hour.
We're hell.
I mean, we are cheap as a daycare. We know that.
I know. We're stupid in that sense.
We're stupid, but again, we don't do it for the money. Blood. But anyway, moving on.
And the problem is, people see $32.95 and go, "Well, you've got $32.95." No, we don't.
100%.
The little VAT man come and get his little bit first, and then there's tax on top of it.
Yeah. And so many people have done it to us.
Oh, I know.
So many people have come to us and gone, $32.95 times by 50 dogs, X amount a day. You're a fucking idiot.
I know.
You're a fucking idiot. And I mean it in the
Your
nicest
maths is
way.
terrible.
Right. You have not counted our rent, the
rates.
staff wages. I don't know how to put this fucking nicely. The rates.
What does that go towards?
Nothing.
What is it like? When I pay my bill for my rates to the council,
street lights they turn off at night.
I'm not here at night because planning permission tell me I'm not fucking allowed to be.
So, you being very open and honest now, we have got a large size premises for those that haven't seen it and probably won't see the site if you're just listening to the podcast. We've got a lovely setup here, lovely building. The rent on that is currently just over £2,000 a month. The rates just over £1,000 a month. Staff wages are currently sitting at around £10,000 a month.
Yep.
The electric sits at £800 a month.
Yep.
The gas in the winter, gas isn't used in the spring and the summer, but in the winter months, the colder months, that's costing us around about £600 a month.
Yep. That's gone up slightly.
Insurance is around £250 a month.
Yep.
The licence is a one-off fee that you have to pay for. But to keep the licence relevant, i.e. keeping the AstroTurf clean, all the cleaning products, all the things that come with making sure your licence is still applicable and doing good. Cleaning products a month, probably a couple £100 a month.
Yep.
Pension, all the contributions, tax, all these things.
Oh, it just goes on and on and on.
The list goes on and on and on.
I think we worked out to actually open the door each month. It was like 27,000 a month just to keep the doors
open. It's gone up
open.
now, but yeah, when we calculated it not that long ago, we needed £27,000 a month to just turn the key in the door every morning.
And you know what the stupid thing is? We priced it based on that amount, not actually anything to be like, well, let's just make sure that we've got a cushion so that if anything does hit the shit hits the fan.
So many businesses are like, I want X amount profit a year. I want to draw X amount of wage a year. I want this. I want that. We never done that. And I refuse to do that.
And I get that. But I've always said to you that you need a cushion. So if anything goes wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, which is something
like the government putting more taxes up and the VAT up and all this other bollocks.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Or the washing machine going wrong again because for some reason.
And that's the other thing. That's a huge cost.
Yeah, exactly.
Mentioning that, I love all of our staff. We watched the last podcast. We do have a fantastic team. But they slam doors and break doors. They break washing machines. They break tumble dryers. They break hoovers. They break latches on doors. They break walkie-talkies. They drop the phones. They drop the iPads.
I did that last.
You've dropped the iPad. I mean, Amelia dropped the iPad, but she actually, out of her own pocket, bless her.
That was cute.
But so many things. And that's not me having a go at them. Because these are just natural things that happen.
No, exactly. But then they're all the things that you forget about. And then I'm like, we need a cushion. We're like, no, I can't charge any more of this, blah, blah, blah.
It's all cost.
I know.
Every time a tennis ball is destroyed, it's 50p. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't sound like a lot. But when we get through 10 tennis balls a day going in the bin, it adds up.
Yep.
So there's a huge cost. So when you base it down on daycares being expensive, they're not.
No.
And I think behind the scenes, there's so much effort and energy and heart and passion that goes into this that you don't necessarily see as a customer on the outside. But we're constantly evolving, thinking new things, new enrichment, staying up to date with trends.
And then you tell me off because of the fact that why have you ordered the dogs an outfit, or why are the staff dressing up as a blow-up dinosaur?
Or why the fuck she ordered a snow machine.
I'll have you know, them dogs loved that snow machine. So did I.
Happy wife, happy life.
Thank you.
But yeah,
Oh, and by the way, with that snow foam machine, we're thinking about having a foam party in the summertime, and it's going to be 80s theme, and we're going to dress all the dogs up in like the little fluorescent tutus and all that you used to have. Leg warmers, woo! It's coming, don't worry.
what has my world come to?
Well, what it's come to is that Amelia sat with her sister Annie, and then we were all messaging, and we were just talking about it, and then she mentioned it, and then that was it. I went into absolute overload, and that was it. It just kept going on and on from there. So if you want to blame anyone, blame Annie and Amelia.
Send help. Going back to it, good daycare isn't expensive,
No, it's not.
but cheap daycares,
Oh, that cost when it goes wrong.
when it goes wrong, and that's when, not if, when it goes wrong, because ultimately part of the price is you are paying for expertise and you're paying for experience. The lower price daycares, because they don't have those things or they don't have qualified staff, when it goes wrong, it is expensive.
And not to sound arrogant, but if you are a daycare that's watching this, just call us and let's work together. Because I think that the dog industry at the minute is a horrible atmosphere.
You know what it is?
What?
It's a dog eat dog world.
I live with that.
Oh, that was good. That was good. You lined it up.
Well,
And
okay,
I
I'm
just
going to go
saw
back
it.
into it because I actually want to get this across.
Sorry.
Because it is, this dog industry is horrible.
It is.
No one wants to support one another.
Nope.
No one wants to help one another out. Nothing.
Nope.
It's awful.
It's vile.
It is vile, and the amount we're on these different groups on Facebook that are UK dog care, doggy daycares, walkers, and all that all together. They'll help you on there.
Of course they will, because you're miles away.
Exactly, but oh my god, no one helps each other.
We've
We always say, you always go, Mischief Doggy Daycare. That they're the reason I got I am where I am.
Yeah,
they had the
100%.
phone call with them. They helped you.
Yeah.
That's what you expected when you come into it. But then when you actually broaden the horizon,
Everyone started shutting their doors and
They're
slamming
vile.
their. I've had people.
dog walkers even. They
Yeah,
my god, we're two
Groomers.
different. Yeah, they hate
Everyone,
it.
they hate it. They, for some reason, they're anti helping other business, whereas I am so pro other business.
100%. If you're a dog walker listening to this,
Get
come
on the
drop some.
podcast.
Yeah,
Drop
on the
some-
podcast, drop us some cards in.
Please.
Because sometimes we have dogs here that actually don't suit doggy day, or they want to come 5 days a week. We never recommend 5 days a week.
Back to myth number 2.
Oh, sorry. And then we'll
It's
exactly
true.
we'll advertise you because unfortunately, because no one works together here, we actually are very limited in who we can trust enough to go. Oh, we recommend these. Kennels, dog sitters, everything. Literally come and talk to us, work with us. If you're another daycare, even if you're the daycare down the road, talk to us. We actually want to make this dog industry better. We're not sitting here going, oh, doggy daycares, test them on this, to trip everyone up.
Nope.
My God, we're in the industry. So actually when you get a bad daycare, you give all daycares a bad name. So actually I'd rather work with you to make the industry better.
To improve standards.
Exactly. Waggies from
Waggy's, Greg,
Yep.
and Tessa
Yep.
at Waggy's Daycare in
They came over just before Christmas, Cambridge.
Cambridge direction. I'm really bad with geography, so
Yeah,
it's not
so
that I
am
haven't remembered. It's just that it could be anywhere. But they're Cambridge direction. They're near Duxford Air Museum. They are fantastic. They've reached out to us. They want to kind of build a relationship. They've come here, seen our site. We're going to go eventually out to their site. We've got a lovely relationship.
Yep, we're going to work with them.
Yep,
We're gonna
they've
try
come to us
share
already with ideas. We've kind of asked them about a few things to improve our daycare.
Yep.
And that's what it's all about. Milden Hall down the road, Mischief Doggy Daycare. They helped me when I set up. I will forever be grateful to those.
You always talk wonders about them.
That's what it's about.
Oh, I know, helping each other. Why are daycares not helping each other? It actually winds me up because there's so many dogs in the world.
8 years in business. And
Why?
it, not to sound depressive, but me and you have never felt so alone sometimes.
I know, because there's no one else that you can go to. 'Cause
And
it's
family
such a-
don't understand.
No, they don't, because it's
Family,
a market
friends.
that they're not in.
They're not emotionally involved.
No.
They don't.
They don't
No,
understand.
but they don't
the
care.
side
I'll be
of it.
honest. They don't care. They care that you're doing okay, but they don't know the emotional tie, that heart pull.
Yeah.
And
When
what
you're
it
doing
really
something that you love.
This isn't a business where you shut a door at 6 o'clock at night and say thanks for the money.
Toodaloo. See you
Toodaloo.
tomorrow.
It is a business that is a lifestyle.
Mhm.
You lock the door at 6 o'clock. You look over your shoulder. Is anyone that needs help? You check your phone at night. You make sure everyone's okay.
It's a
Every
bit like
dog
when
you
Blue
care for.
Collie's owner, bless her, when they lost her in Thetford Forest, she messaged us,
Yeah.
asking us to put a post up on the page. Within half an hour, they've been looking for,
Yeah.
4 hours in the forest?
Yep.
Got dark and they literally couldn't find him. 4 hours. They messaged us, we put the post up, within half an hour, someone messaged saying, they're in my back garden.
Yep.
You went and picked him up and took it back to
Did.
him.
Yeah. But that's what people don't see.
Yeah, it's not for hero status. It's the fact that we can then sleep well at night knowing that dog's okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have slept that night.
No, I know. You'd have
And
probably
that's-
gone out looking for him and all.
Talking about going back to that, tying that in with what you're paying for. If you're paying for a daycare at whatever price, I don't care if it's 20 quid, I don't care if it's 50 quid a day. If you're paying for it, but you don't feel that you could call up that owner or one of the staff and go, shit has hit the fan, my dog is missing, I need help, and you don't feel that they would drop everything, come out in their pajamas to
When we-
find your dog, don't fucking use that
But
daycare.
the whole team would have. When we messaged
The whole
saying
team.
Blue is missing, if you're that way or you're out on a dog walk, Chloe was in the group chat at that point in
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
She started getting dressed and getting
Yeah.
her shoes on, go and help find him.
Yeah, and that's,
Amelia was then driving to Thetford.
yeah, and I think
That's when you also know we've got a good team in
that's
that daycare
what you are
downstairs.
paying for.
Yeah.
The service shouldn't end at close time. The service is 24/7.
Yeah. They've
From
got to
the
have that
moment we
care.
meet your dog and before that, all the way through.
100%.
100%. Right, moving on to myth number 4. Dare I say it?
Oh, if you're going to tell me it's your favourite, I'm going to kick you in the shin.
All right, I won't say it, but this one is good. Daycare. No, this is a good one. I can't wait to. I don't know if you've seen this one yet. Daycare causes bad behaviour. I've heard this so many times.
Oh, God.
So many times. Daycare causes bad behaviour.
Do you know what?
It doesn't.
When I've been out on dog walks and stuff like that, and I've people have asked oh, what do you like? When I've said, I work with dogs, and they're like, and I said a doggy daycare, they're like, oh, daycares are awful, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, here we go again.
Again, dog eat dog world. Other businesses, trainers, behaviourists, vets, groomers.
Brainwash people.
They don't want. The reason a lot of people don't like daycares is because of how much they can help your dog's mental, physical well-being, how much they can help behaviours, how much they can improve your dog. Why would a dog trainer on the outside world want your dog to improve when they aren't going to make money from it? And I'll tell you why I can say that. Because before I set up a daycare, I was a dog behaviourist. I was a dog behaviourist going to people's houses, dealing with the same problem time and time again. And a lot of the time, I was solving people's problems in 1 or 2 visits. And I had a dog trainer friend at the time say, Kyle, you need to slow this down. And I was like, what? I'm like, oh, I'm helping dogs. And he was like, yeah, but what about when your clients run out? I was like, what do you mean? I'm helping dogs. And he went, yeah, but Kyle, you don't want to help someone's dog within the first 2-3 visits. You want 6 months business out of them. No, I don't. I want to help their dog.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, transpired that I saw a pattern. I thought I can help here. That's when I contacted Mildenhall Doggy Daycare. They gave me advice, help, guidance. I set up Pooch's Yard. So I can say that as a behaviourist, as a trainer out in the field, that daycares do not cause bad behaviours. If anything, it will reveal a bad behaviour, but it will reveal itself at some point. Not daycare doing it. If a daycare is structured properly, if it is organised properly, if it has mental and physical enrichment, there's no chance it's going to cause a bad behaviour in your dog.
They just come to the surface.
It just doesn't happen.
No, I know.
If anything, daycares should build confidence.
Yep.
The amount of people. Do you know the biggest thing for this one? Myth number 4: daycare causes bad behaviour. If you've got a dog with a behavioural problem, anxiety, reactivity, anything like that, and you take your dog to a daycare, if that issue doesn't improve outside of the daycare within 4 to 6 months, you're wasting your money.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Daycare will help your dog. as long as the daycare is good.
I'll use an example for that.
Yeah.
Because I'm hoping it's going to happen. Little Obi came to us yesterday, little Whippet.
Yeah.
I love him.
He was.
Oh my God, he was so much fun. I need to calm down.
Do you know what? Just to touch here,
Oh, okay.
I've really grown to like Whippets.
Do you know what? I've been asking for a Whippet for at least 2. No, an Italian Greyhound. I completely lied. I want an Italian Greyhound. And no, can't have that. I've got too many big dogs. What if they get hurt because their skin's so thin, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, but I could give it jumpers and everything.
I must admit, we're not getting one.
Oh, fuck you.
Yet.
Okay.
I'm not saying...
Nancy loves me.
Yeah.
Obi yesterday, so Nancy and Obi were in together. I'm getting excited. I'm getting teary-eyed. Like, I need to calm down. Obi came in yesterday, and I pulled in the car park just as Obi's owners had pulled up.
Yeah.
And bless him, he was drooling in the back of the car. He's so nervous in the car.
Yeah.
He was drooling, and they had this little tissue, and they kept wiping his mouth. And I was like, oh, mate. And I just wanted to scoop him up. Oh, my God. And do you know what? Introduction. I was like, first dog you're meeting, Nancy. I was like, you're already stressed from the car journey. Let's just ease you in. I'm gonna be like Cupid.
Yeah.
Cupid? How did I just say that?
Cupid, like proper Norfolk.
Proper Norfolk.
Cupid. Chatter.
Shut your mouth. Anyway, Cupid, I was gonna try.
Sorry, that was me on a tractor. Oh, those are listening, not watching. I was bouncing up and down on my chair.
You need to calm down.
Sorry.
Thank you. Anyway, I was gonna try being Cupid with Nancy and Obi. Literally, weren't they like the match made in heaven?
They were. I think the point you were trying to make.
Sorry, I'm just so excited about Obi.
The point you were making, I clocked it straight away, was if you listen there, Obi come in the car, he was drooling in the car. That's not necessarily a bad behaviour, but it's not
he's
a
just
nice...
nervous, bless him.
Yeah, he's nervous or he's anxious of travelling, and that's not a nice behaviour that you want in your dog. You don't want your dog... You want your dog to see it as a positivity. Carry on from there. Like, I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, no, sorry. I got so overexcited. I can't even think anymore. But basically, he had so much fun here yesterday. He was bouncing around like a little kangaroo. He was rubbing up us like, calm down, Nadine. Anyway, and then, sorry, he's the cutest thing ever. And yeah, the more he comes and the more like he realises how much fun daycare is, actually getting in the car is going to be such a positive thing, and hopefully he'll then overcome that.
Yeah,
and I didn't want to say that to the owners because I'm not making promises because he might.
You should never make a promise as a doggy daycare.
No, exactly, because you don't actually know the reason why he's nervous.
There could be other
things. Do they get
things.
travel sick? Do they get this? Do they get that?
Or the drivers of the car are really, really bad.
Yeah, they might be rallying on the way.
Exactly. But the point we're making is for Obi. He's clearly anxious in the car for whatever reason it is. By coming to somewhere like a daycare, and this has happened for so many other customers, your dog will eventually start to think, hang on, every time I get in that car, I get to go play.
It did for Inca. Can you remember Inca?
Yeah.
She used to throw up in the car all the time. She was petrified in the car, drooling, her whole chest would be wet. Because she kept coming to daycare and she loved it. She got over that within, 4 months?
And then you could take her in a car for hours.
Yep.
Because it become an ingrained behaviour that it's not bad. I don't need to be anxious.
I get in the car and I end up somewhere fun.
Something fun, something rewarding happens from it. Daycare, I promise you, you should see improvement. But I promise you, daycare can help your dog. And likewise, back to point number 2, the only time it can't help is if your dog doesn't suit a daycare. But the daycare should be thinking about your dog.
Not their pocket.
Not their pockets. So, yeah, that's
Please bring Obi
hugely
back. I'm so
important.
excited.
You really like Obi.
I love Obi.
You really like
I really like Obi. Give me a whippet. Or Italian Greyhound. Anything. I love them. Skippity whip. Oh, my God. Calm down. Okay, next one.
Do you still get excited like that about me?
Are you a whippet? I think you should move on to the next myth.
Right. Dare I say it? Myth number 5.
Yep.
Now, this is probably a little bit more of an in-depth one. And
let me guess your favourite?
it's one of my favourites.
Oh, of course.
So myth number 5 is anyone can open up a doggy daycare.
I'd love... No, stop it, Nadine. My filter's starting to work. It doesn't normally.
Oh, your filter is working.
It is working.
I mean, yeah.
So yeah, I'm not gonna No, you carry on.
Okay. Yeah, you just sit there.
I will.
Recoup yourself. That's it. Smile and wave, boy. Smile and wave. Right. Legally, currently,
You can.
you can. Marjorie, down the road, can open up a daycare and call it,
Is that actually a name, Marjorie?
I don't know, made up.
Okay.
Happy Dogs Dog Daycare. Yeah? No
Yep.
offense if you've got a business called that. I'm not mentioning you. It's just words that come to my head. But Happy Dogs Doggy Daycare. Yes. Currently, with the licensing, the regulations, etc., that person can open up a doggy daycare, start charging you money, bada bing, bada boom, they've got a business. But there is a change coming. I don't know when, I don't know the full details, but I do know that the restrictions, regulations are going to get a lot tighter, and that no random person should be able to open up a daycare. It won't prevent the bad daycares that are already out there being run by absolute idiots, but it will prevent more people from doing so. Although if the change that I think is coming, it will actually shut down a lot of daycares because they won't be certain qualified. They won't be certain qualified. Sorry, to do so or to even operate it. So something that I fucking hate in this industry. And you already smoke, because on this topic what I'm going to say next. Pause. Qualifications mean fuck all. Qualifications mean fuck all. I could say it again, or you can just go back a few seconds and replay that a few times before it sits in your head. Qualifications in this industry mean fuck all.
Yeah.
And I can say that. The reason I can say that is I am one of the highest qualifications that I can go in this industry. And I am a very experienced dog behaviourist, dog trainer. I am very experienced. I'm not trying to blow my own head up.
Master.
I am so experienced and I am so qualified.
Yep. I know. I've seen you do it numerous times.
But the point I just made is I'm experienced.
Yes, you've had the experience. You've got the qualifications and you've had the experience before then starting your own daycare. You haven't just gone, I got some land, I got to put a bit of fence around there, and I'm going to get an online qualification, I'm done.
Yeah. And you can normally tell the idiots from the non-idiots because I have, I think, 4 qualifications in the dog world. 16 years experience, 13 years as a professional.
Yep. And and you didn't just do training with one person.
No.
You done training with 4 or 5 different trainers.
Loads. 4 or 5 professionals.
Yeah, but they weren't all like trainers. You went and done.
I've done seminars.
I was going to say you've done loads of different.
I've done various forms of training.
But like different training. So you went and done actually like, what are they called? So you actually trained with an agility person, just like see how they teach them.
Yeah, yeah.
You trained with, what's the fancy sport?
Scutchhand. All
right. Fancy.
IGP.
Yeah, you did. So you've done loads of different trainings.
For people that aren't aware, that's kind of like, the easiest way to explain that is bite work. Sniffing, trailing, bite work, that sort of thing. That's just to really loosely cover that. There'll be people that hate me saying that, but that's the truth.
But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is you didn't just go down, I've been and trained with that person, I know everything.
Or even better than that.
Go on.
I got 16 qualifications, they're all done online.
We won't go there.
No, I'm going there.
Oh, okay, we are going there.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with qualifications online because you can pretty much get a qualification in so many industries now, and I think that opens up so many doors for people.
It does, but like I've got my qualification online, and I was showing you bits. I was like, plus when I read stuff, I'm like, what does that mean? You have to dumb it down a lot because I don't learn from reading, I learn from doing.
Yeah, and I think like.
But you were reading some of it and going,
it just
fucking ignore it.
It just made no sense.
Yeah.
There were certain things it was talking about that I was like, this is the answer, but it's wrong.
For them.
But it's the answer they want.
Yeah.
You've then done other courses, etc. But ultimately, experience is the thing. Just because someone is qualified It doesn't mean anything.
I think for me, where I've learnt the most is the cases where you've had vets call you Rodney.
Yeah.
Love Rodney.
Yeah.
I made you go get Rodney. You
did.
were like, I am not travelling a 6-hour round trip to pick up a beagle that's about to be put to sleep.
With a migraine.
I don't care. You got McDonald's on the way home. It was like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning.
I
I just
did,
got a photo of this beagle sat on the front seat of my car eating some chicken nuggets. I was like, that's my man.
Yeah, you missed a bit where he was trying to fucking attack me all the way home.
Oh, okay. Well,
But
I wasn't going to say
I
that.
rewarded him with chicken nuggets, which is really bad dog behaviour, by the way.
Don't eat me, eat chicken nuggets.
But I was so hungry.
I know.
The Big Tasty was on the menu, and I love a Big Tasty.
I know.
That was before McDonald's ripped you off, by the way, and made it smaller. Anyway, I was sat there, and I looked at him. Normally, if we go for a drive-through, you're next to me. Yeah. You're in the passenger seat.
Yeah, what do you want?
I'm like,
today?
what do you want? Or, we do it as
Do
a
you want a
family
Coke?
order. In this case, they said, anything else, sir? I looked over, I saw this beagle looking at me, and I thought, yeah, 6 chicken nuggets, please, mate.
But anyway, yeah. So he was, he had a severe case of resource guarding.
Heavy.
Yeah. And the owners, actually, I saw it on a beagle page.
Yeah, you did.
And they were like, this dog is about to be put to sleep. And I think were they with the vets? No, you went and picked him from their house.
I picked up from the house, but the
But they were
vets were
booked to be
involved.
put to sleep on the Friday, wasn't he? So you went and picked him up, and you done the 6-hour round trip, swearing my name for the whole 6 hours, and probably an hour before and after that and all.
Mm-hmm.
And you got him home, and he was bad. Like, to the point you came in the house one day after him attacking you. And you
He'd been with us a long time.
Yeah, he'd been with us, 2 months by that point.
Yeah.
And you had to actually hold a broom between you because he was trying to kill you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Like,
actually, great fun.
Yeah, it was
a
good,
great Sunday
it was a good
morning.
day out. Went to go let all the dogs out. He was in a separate location in our kind of purpose-built dog shed, and he
You
just,
actually walked in the house and you were like really teary-eyed, like, I actually think he's too far gone.
Yeah.
And then because you stood your ground to him, you went back out to him about 6 hours later.
Yeah.
Because you wanted him to like calm down, digress, like overthink, like think over.
Yeah,
what he'd
he
done.
needed to digest what he was doing to me. I was just standing there with a broom. Luckily, it was very close to me, and every time he was lunging at me and backing away, I was using the broom as a barrier between us. I wasn't using it to do anything to him. It was just a barrier so
to
he
hold
couldn't
him back. Yeah.
get to me.
And then after them 6 hours, you went and let him out to go see what it was like, how he was going to react to you again. You know, probably all armoured up. I doubt it.
No, I wasn't. But
you're probably still in your shorts now.
I was, and I just remember thinking like,
I hope this isn't the end for you.
Yeah.
I know, because you were so, like that would have been the first dog that you'd had to set and gone no to.
Yeah, gone back to the vets and gone.
No, actually, this is the case.
This is it.
But no, you actually, that was the first time in the whole time that we'd had him, he'd started playing with you. And I remember watching you from the hallway window, you two playing in the garden together.
Yeah.
I cried. I genuinely sobbed my eyes out because I was so happy and so relieved that this dog had started playing with you.
Yeah.
And then we decided at that point he was well enough to go to the vets to have a look over.
Yeah, yeah.
Had a cracked canine tooth that needed removing. And he also had a rib that he'd obviously injured.
Yeah.
And it had re-healed, but in a funny angle. So he had like a little nubbin, didn't he, on the end of his rib?
Yeah.
So actually he was in more pain than he was letting on.
Yeah.
We neutered him to help that side of things. So we didn't have them extra hormones. And now he's got this really like a sob. He's got this beautiful home now with this elderly couple.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In, I think that's Cambridge direction as well.
I think they are, yeah. Lovely.
And he's a mascot in a church and goes and sits with kids in a church to entertain them at church.
Yeah.
He sits with kids. He's trusted around kids now. That's how well this man has done. I have learned, in my opinion, from the best. Don't go getting your head too big to get out of here because I've got to live with that.
But
the amount of dogs I've seen you turn around and then now, like Rodney, my God, you thought he was going to kill you at one point and now he's sat around children. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, we've always said to the owners, you need to remember that, oh God, we had him nearly a year because I didn't want to let him go in the end.
Yeah. And we didn't think, for a long time, we didn't think we'd be able to.
No.
But relating that to kind of the qualification thing, If I was to have done what the qualification said to do, what the book said to do, that dog would have been put to sleep.
Yep.
But the reason he's still alive today, the reason he is that mascot at this church,
Because I made you drive 6 hours.
is because of the experience.
Yeah, exactly.
I looked at this dog, I went through my head, my memory, and my brain, and I went down all the channels to help this dog. What did the book say?
You actually tried so many different things and they didn't work.
I tried every technique that I'd seen in a book.
Yep.
And then I went, the fuck am I doing?
Mm-hmm. I remember you actually saying that, and you didn't even say, you were sat there daydreaming, and you went, what the fuck am I doing? And then all of a sudden you got up and walked outside.
That's when I went back out to the
Yeah.
shed, them 6 hours later.
Yeah.
And I remember walking up to the doghouse and saying to myself, what the fuck am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the qualifications, because qualifications mean fuck all. I'm going to go and help this dog in the way that I know how I can help this dog. And it worked.
Yep.
Experience. Yes, having knowledge is great. But let me put it this way. Many people don't know this, actually. You know this. But I'm actually, I can't remember the qualification, but I'm qualified in electrical work. But, oh no, hang on, I know what she's going to say. But I wouldn't want to, and nor would you want me to rewire your whole house.
No, you wouldn't, because remember that wall he knocked down at Christmas?
If you listen to the previous podcast.
My plug sockets are hanging from my ceiling, but don't worry, he thinks it's funny because I've got extendable plugs. Because they just
great.
tuck them back up into the ceiling when we're done with them, or we can pull them down to then plug something in.
I think I'm actually on.
No,
something
you're
there.
fluffing not.
Okay.
Sort that out.
But that's my point is that I am qualified as an electrician. I'm not like necessarily like the best electrician, but I have a qualification to say that I can hold a plug socket, I know how to rewire it, and I know not to lick it when it's live. Yeah? I have that qualification. But you wouldn't want me to rewire your house.
No.
Just because I'm qualified doesn't mean I should. You would want an experienced, a proper electrician with the experience, the knowledge to rewire your house. It's no different in the dog world. No different at all. If you want someone to work with your dog and they say, oh, I'm level 5, I'm level 4, I'm fucking this, I'm fucking that, I've got this qualification, it will go wrong. Electrics in your house, when they go wrong, your fuse board goes flick and your Wi-Fi goes off, all right? And you've got to reset your cooker or your microwave time that no fucker knows how to do. You get a bit of a headache.
So annoying.
You don't know how to do it. It's annoying.
Ours is at least like 8 hours behind at the minute.
But if you relate that to the dog world, if an inexperienced person is in charge of your dog, you will be picking up a dead dog from doggy daycare. That's the difference. Your fuse board goes, or you're picking up a dead dog. That is why qualifications mean fuck all. And I can't put it in any other way. When we put jobs out there that we want people to come work for us, we're growing our team.
I've never, ever, ever once looked at what your qualifications are.
Here's a tip, by the way. So if you
ever put an application in,
and your first line, or within the first paragraph, you waffle on about a dog training course, a dog behaviour course, I promise you, we ain't looking at it.
I'm bored.
We don't
And
look.
if you spelled Pooch's yard wrong, I've instantly put your
That's another
application
thing.
in the bin.
But the truth is, like we've always said, we are not looking for qualified people.
No.
The reason for that,
We're looking for passion.
we're looking for passion.
people.
We're looking for people that genuinely care as much as we care about dogs.
And I want him to
Then-
get in the car at the weekend to look for Blue the collie that's running around Thetford
Yeah.
Forest.
Raw passion.
Yeah.
At that point, when we see that fire, we'll put you on the course.
We'll put your head round the door. Do you still want that job? All right, Ellie.
But I promise you, just because a daycare is legal, it's got its like 5-star license on the door, it's got insurance, it doesn't mean anything. Just because on their website or their Facebook or whatever, they list a load of qualifications and I can do this, I can do that, it doesn't mean they've got the experience. Experience is key in this industry.
Yeah. But again, back to my point of, if you don't know and you are struggling with a certain dog, pick up the phone.
Yeah.
Let us help you. Come to our daycare, do some training with us in pack work. Because that's what people forget when it comes to a daycare. It's a pack. It's not one-on-one. And the problem is as well, when you go out to owners and like, your dog's doing this, and like, they're not doing it at home.
Because they're alone.
I know, because we're talking from a pack mentality type thing.
But this is where the industry is fucked.
I know.
Because
it's exhausting.
People get qualifications. Wow. And I always admire people qualifications because it means you've got a brain and you're doing something.
Oh, that's what I mean. I hate getting qualifications because I can't write things down. If you want me to show you and do it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But writing stuff down, I'm out.
But there is no course for pack mentality. The courses these people are doing are written, worded, educated, based on individual dogs in front of you.
Yep.
Or if they talk about a pack, they normally talk about 2 or 3 dogs together.
Yeah.
Daycare is realistically, daycares vary on how many numbers they have, but most daycares around the UK average between 30 and 80 dogs on site. If they've normally got that high number of dogs, they have separated areas, but you can still have an area that has kind of 40, 50, 60 dogs in it.
Well, we have 50.
We have 50.
Yep.
Oh my God. There is no qualification for a pack mentality. I was fortunate enough that I'd studied so much and I had a qualification. That qualification no longer exists. I don't care if you're coming to me and saying I'm level fucking 5 trained on Rosie the Dalmatian in front of me. I don't care.
No, we're talking about pack mentality.
There's 50 dogs in that room.
Yeah. Yep.
You try applying your fucking level 5 to 50 dogs running around.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, you dopey git. The industry has been let down by the qualifications.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do a study soon. So my study is I'm going to go get a level 5 qualification again, aren't I?
You are, yes.
I am. How am I going to do it, Nadine?
Chat GBGB.
With what?
I don't know the letters, so I just got GBGB.
What she said, for people that aren't in Norfolk, Chat GPT. I am going to do a level 5 qualification only based on answers from Chat GPT or other AI platforms. I am not going to answer them as a dog behaviourist, a dog trainer, or with any knowledge from my brain. I'm going to copy and paste a question into AI. I'm going to ask for an answer. I'm then going to ask it for a more in-depth answer. And then I'm going to ask ChatGPT or any other AI platform to reword it and add spelling mistakes, which I've already tested.
Oh, okay.
Because the odd spelling mistake makes it appear more human.
Mm-hmm.
So when, these governing boards look at my answer, they go, it's not ChatGPT because they've spelled things wrong. You fucking idiots. So that's a little test I've got coming up, a little study I've got coming up, because qualifications mean fuck all in this industry, and it's letting people down.
But do you know what? Those that have qualifications and they come to you and they're like, oh, there's this and there's that, and they, oh my God, they're know-it-alls.
Oh,
but then when a dog snaps at them, they're like, oh,
yeah.
Oh.
So that's...
Hun, when a dog's snapping at me, I'm like, okay, come here.
That's my biggest thing.
Oh, yeah, if you're nervous and you're wincing your hand away...
You can be a dog behaviourist on paper. But when there's all them teeth looking at you, coming at you, staring you down, and you've got a dog you can't talk to, by the way. You can't just say, oh, mate, shall we share this over a pint and get over it?
Use your kind paws.
Yeah, let's gentle voices.
Inside voices.
This dog is red case, or red zone, as we call it in this industry. It's angry. It wants you for dead. It doesn't trust anything in the world.
And it will kill you. That's what people forget.
It will, and it can, and it has the possibility and the power to kill you. Mm-hmm. But don't worry. I've got a laminated piece of card that's A4 size and says I'm level 5 qualified. It's just going to munch through that and all, mate.
Yeah,
in fact, it's going to fucking eat you alive, and then it's going to pick up your fucking A4 piece of qualification, dab itself on the fucking face. Oh, thanks for that. Lovely.
That is the thing. Like, don't get me wrong.
Winds me up.
Good old Sally, your spaniel that'll sit on the sofa with you. Why Sally? I don't know. But yeah, he'd sit on the sofa with you. That can do some damage.
Yep.
So when you're sitting, the problem is when you start wincing your hand away, you'd learn this if you'd done a qualification and had experience, that actually that dog's just got one up on you and it's going to carry on doing it. And actually then it's going to progress further and it's actually then going to bite you because you've shown fear.
So actually, something that I want to touch base on here, and we could partly get sued for, so I won't mention names. Yeah. So this is risky for anyone watching.
I'm nervous.
This might be the last podcast. For anyone listening, thanks for listening to our podcast, but this might be the last one. I won't mention names to be safe. There is a TV show.
Oh, no.
On TV.
Stop talking.
There's a TV show on
Oh,
TV.
God, she's still
Which
talking.
is the way you put TV shows.
Oh, no.
There's a dog trainer.
Oh, my bumhole's twitching.
He goes to your house and he helps your dogs. Well, funnily enough, not that long ago, he done a new series of his TV show where he revisited dogs with bad behaviours that he'd already gone out to see. Do you know why he had to go back out to see him?
Because it was redirecting.
Do you remember
energy.
how I used to sit there and go, he's doing that wrong. He's doing... You are masking the problem, Mr. Man. And...
It's going to redirect
It's going to redirect
into
its energy.
something else. Oh, and what has it done?
Lo and
It's
behold,
redirected its energy
new
into
fucking
something
TV
else.
series now correcting another problem. How they've worded it is very clever. They're trying to say that, oh, this dog's now developed a new problem. The fucking same problem. It's just redirected its energy because it's done by qualifications, not done by fucking experience. Look at the fucking dog in front
I'm
of
not
you.
being funny. He's always dressed in a suit. You ain't getting down and dirty in a fucking suit, are you?
Fucking idiot. Do you know the worrying thing?
What?
Is I can't remember the name of the qualification, but we both had the same qualification. Me and him.
You're sat there in a dirty old hoodie, ready to get... Can't even bite me, bitch.
I know how to deal with dogs.
I know you do. Oh no, I've lived with you. My dog bit me and I was going tut tut naughty naughty, and then I'd come to you and like, why are you going tut tut naughty naughty?
Yeah, and we'd done work with him, and now he's
I know. Do you know
He's good.
the standoff that you and him had was impressive?
45 minutes, was it?
Nah, longer than that. I think it was an hour and 45 minutes.
And it
I don't know how
wasn't-
you stood still for that
And it
long.
wasn't dominance purely based on.
No.
So for people out there like, yeah, but he just dominated the dog. No, I didn't. A beagle was resource guarding. I knew that Nadine had tried techniques, and the techniques that I wanted to do, i.e. what the qualification told me to do, was a certain way of dealing with this behaviour. But I knew that Nadine had fucked that for me unintentionally.
No,
Because
at
you were
that
trying
point
to
in time,
do,
I had no idea.
You had no idea.
Yep.
You were trying to do your best by
But,
Bertie.
and I was listening to a trainer.
You was listening to a fucking idiot that you'd paid to come out and help you
That went at him with a shoe on his hand.
with a shoe on his fucking hand. If you listening to this, fucking hang up your coat, you twat. Anyway, the technique that I wanted to try with Bertie had already been ruined and burnt at both ends by Nadine unintentionally. At the time, you had no idea.
No, I didn't, and I will always admit that.
So I had to go in my brain and look at that knowledge and experience, and I had to do another technique. And we got him over it. But that technique, you will never find in a fucking book. Anyway, so for people that listen to this podcast, sorry, we went off on a bit of a tangent there, but this one grates my tits. But if you're looking for a daycare and you think, okay, so myth number 5, but they're qualified, they must be good. Legal doesn't mean good, to start that off. Legal just means that they have ticked the box, and depending on where you are, depends on how hard that license is to get. Our license inspector is through and through proper. Nothing can be out of place. 6 miles down the road, different council, and they get that.
Our our license inspector has already said that if I was licensing them, just looking at the fence line,
I'd
I
shut
would
it down.
Shut it down.
So that's that. So just because they're legal doesn't mean they're good. Bring up a daycare, or if you've got one in mind, ask them how they would manage behaviour. Can they recognise stress signs and ask them to give you examples of stress signs? Ask them what their rest routine is, their play routine, their structure of the day, and the suitability. That is how you would find if it's a good doggy daycare, or if it's just set up by some fucking idiot, or if they've got experience in the industry and they can definitely help your dog.
We're not saying this to trip anyone up, by the way.
No,
If you
not
are a
at all.
daycare watching it, again,
We want you to reach out.
reach out and we'll help.
Because
if we
you
can.
could potentially help us as much as we can help you.
And that's 100%.
And
It's
that's
not
what
all
we're
a case
doing
of
with Greg at Waggies.
100%. Like, this isn't a case of, oh, we're better than you, we
Not
can
at
help
all.
you. No way in hell. No way.
Nope.
But if we can help you, we'd like actually help back, because actually some of the ideas that you've probably come up with, especially if they're a smaller daycare,
Yeah.
because they end up having like little group sessions,
Yeah.
whereas we can't always do that, but we can try doing it so that we go into a separate room and do certain things.
Yeah.
Whereas actually, if you have ideas, we'd like to share ideas between both of us. So actually, help the whole way around.
100%. 100%. And I think, like, with you looking for a daycare as a customer, as a consumer, a daycare can be the best tool for your dog. It can benefit your dog tenfold.
Mhm.
But you have to have a relationship with your daycare.
Yeah.
You have to be open and honest. And this is me being as transparent as I can be, years of experience. If you're going through a divorce, if you've just found out you're pregnant and you don't want to tell anyone, tell your fucking daycare.
Because, oh my God, the
'Cause we'll know.
difference. Yeah, 100%. We had one recently, didn't we? That the dog started acting up.
First thing I said
and-
to them.
Yeah, it goes, acting up, like, is anything going on at home? They're like, no, I don't think so. Well, my boyfriend just randomly left me 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that might do it.
That'll do it, because you're probably upset, and that dog has latched onto your emotions, because dogs are fluffing loyal. That's one of the main things I love about them. They're so loyal that they want to look after you. So actually, that's why it's acting up. And actually, from us knowing that information, we wouldn't sit there all day going, why are you being a knobhead today? Because you're not normally a knobhead.
Yeah.
So just tell us.
so-
Like, it's no for judgment. I don't care if you're with Susie, Bob, or Jim next door. Like, I couldn't care less. But I want to know for your dog's sake.
And it sounds really bizarre, but like things like moving house.
Oh yeah, that upsets them so much. Adding
Even
another puppy.
adding another puppy, getting a cat, your child
Fluffing cat.
getting diagnosed with autism, your husband knocking down a wall. All these things can affect how
That
dogs
affects
are.
the wife as well.
That does affect the wife. Don't knock down walls, especially on Boxing Day. But it's looking good. It's looking good. What I really want to touch base on here, why daycares... I mean, there are better daycares out there. I can't even deny it. But a good daycare, like we touched base with Blue, the one that got lost, the emotional toll it has on staff. A daycare should really, truly care. Not just...
when we lose dogs, like when
Oh,
I feel like we've mentioned that every
We
podcast,
have.
but I don't think anyone's ever going to understand the effect that has on us.
and that's not even just... Loss is one thing.
Yeah.
But even when the customers move,
I know.
that hurts. That upsets
And do you know what
us.
the worst thing is? Good old Melvin's coming back soon, and then she was like, "Oh, but
know,
I'm
she's
moving
moving.
away," and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
why? Don't do
Dangle the
that.
carrot
Leave
in
the
front
dog."
of us and keep walking.
That's exactly it. I love Melvin.
Yeah, he's a good old boy. But the daycare should really care about your dogs. They should
Yeah.
be emotionally invested in your dog and yourselves. And I don't mean they should be nosy. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the more that we are emotionally invested in you guys, in the dogs, your dog is going to really benefit. And this tool that is a daycare can really benefit your dog.
Mhm.
Daycares are fantastic for dogs. There are times where the daycare might have to bring something up with you. Don't take it personally. They're saying it because they care.
And we want the best for your dog.
We say things because we want your dog to thrive. If a daycare, for fuck's sake, is saying we think your dog has silent pain, which is, to cut a long story short, silent pain is when dogs can hide pain really well. And if your dog is in pain internally, you won't see it externally. But someone with experience, knowledge, everything like that, can look at your dog and go, your dog is in pain, get it to a vet. That's why they're acting up. That's why they're being reactive. That's why this, that's why that. If a daycare says that to you, don't take it personally. If a vet says, no, I'm not going to do the test, change your fucking vet. But
That's not
silent
fair.
pain is one of them things where we are with your dogs often. We understand how your dog moves. why it moves. We know so much about your dog.
We even like to the point we even know like Rottweilers how they just stand there, chest all like, oh my god, and when they do stand, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Pointers when they hold, oh sexy.
But it's just going to sound really mad, but if you think you drop your dog off to daycare 1 day a week, we are with your dog more than you are with your dog the whole week.
If you're at work.
If you're at work. The reason for that is because as much as you think, no, I get home at 5 o'clock, I'm with my dog until I go to bed, and then
because then you've got your tea to make, and you've got all this other stuff.
You've got all your other household chores to do. You've got the cooking to do, shopping to do, all these things. How often are you seeing your dog walk in a straight line? Every dog that comes into our daycare every single day, this is a little fact for you, I silently watch every single dog walk in that daycare. I have for years. And I am looking for the smallest sign that your dog is not comfortable or it's in pain. Daycares are with your dogs physically doing something, i.e. playing, mental, physical, whatever it is. We can see how your dog moves. We know your dog inside out. So if we're saying, or a daycare up and down the country is saying, I think there's silent pain, or I think there's something else going on here, get them to the vet, and don't accept the fact that they won't do tests, or don't accept the fact that they don't think that there's something wrong. Daycares are with your dogs all the time. The partnership that you can have with your daycare can honestly take your dog's life from being a life that you remember and, oh, do you remember when we had a lovely dog, to, wow, one, look at all these memories they've created. Look how much they loved their dog. Look how much we benefited from the daycare knowing about a dog because we then incorporated that in the dog's life. A daycare partnership can be the best thing for your dog. The best thing.
I had to call someone before Christmas because their dog kept growling and snarling at other dogs. Never does it. Never. It's like the sweetest little thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
She picked it up and it just needed a poo. It was constipated. It was in pain because it was constipated.
Yep.
And that's all it takes sometimes. But to know that, I didn't even ask the owner to come pick him up, bless him. I was just like, has anything happened at home? Like, why he could be growly?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I can't think of anything. Yeah, she picked him up, took him for a walk at lunchtime. Just needed a poo.
But that day, he didn't want to poo in the daycare.
No, he didn't.
And that is one of the things that we were all like, he hasn't toileted yet. He hasn't done this yet. These are all the things.
But he kept growling and snapping at other dogs. And he's the sweetest little boy, isn't he?
Loveliest dog.
He's so sweet. Like,
Such
wouldn't
a
say
nature
boo
to
to a
him.
goose.
No, lovely dog.
Literally, like, he'd be like your best child. If you had two kids, he'd 100% be the firstborn, be that sensitive, sweet little thing. He ain't the secondborn that come in like a bat out of hell. Like, he's such a sweet boy. So for him to be like that, I know you're a secondborn. I know what I said. For him to be like that, it wasn't right. And I just wanted to know, peace of mind from the owner that he was going to be okay.
Yeah, and daycares ultimately are the best people for that. Make sure you ask questions. Ring up daycares if you're currently looking for a daycare. Ring them up, ask lots of questions. My advice to you on the phone is be slightly awkward. Don't be rude, don't be arrogant, but be awkward. Make them talk. If they don't have the time to talk to you on the phone, they're not going to have time for your dog when it's in their care.
No.
They're just not. We've got a lovely customer now. She's a customer now. Her mum used to bring her dog to us, or brings her dog to us. This lady had a older Westie, not a customer of ours. Yes, she would come in and maybe buy treats and that sort of thing, but ultimately not a customer of the daycare.
No.
She started having problems with her dog. I was talking to her, built a relationship with her more so than we already had, helped her with a dog, and she remembers that. She remembers the care.
You come up with things that the vets hadn't even thought about.
I mean, I come up with a lot of things the vets hadn't come up with without blowing my own trumpet, and it turned out to be mostly right. But that's not me being big-headed.
No, that's just learning the habits of, like, when we've seen other dogs go to them and they've said certain things. You just learn what they say,
Whereas a vet has probably got 20 people sat in a waiting room. They've realistically only got 5 minutes with you. They need to get your dog in, manipulate its joints or check down its throat or whatever it might be and get him out the door. Mm-hmm. And that's not no offence to they fucking phenomenal people, but they are restricted.
Yep.
Whereas we get to spend time. I get to look at your dog. I get to see its gait, which is the way a dog moves. I get to see everything.
Oh, look at your fancy language coming in there.
So yeah, and I think like Transparency should be welcome. We're very transparent here. That's what you're looking for a daycare. You're looking
I'm
for...
too honest. So if you want a blunt,
Yeah.
to the point answer, ask me.
But the truth is, everything we do is because
Out of love. and
it's
care.
love and care. And we want you guys to trust us like the fun aunts and uncles that we are to your dog.
Wait for that phone party with the dogs in the summer. Then you'll know what fun aunts and uncles are.
But I think, like, do you know, so many people say it's easy to work with dogs.
Mhm.
So many people. And this is something that bugs us.
It is, yeah. Like, because we're just out here trying to live our best lives.
We want the best for your dogs. But realistically, if you think working with dogs is easy, you have never managed people's expectations.
That's the best quote.
It really
Say
is.
it again.
If you think working with dogs is easy, you have never managed people's expectations.
Mic drop.
And if you think working with dogs is easy, guess what? You've got a job that you're not mostly involved with. You watch that clock, no matter if you're outside at a desk or whatever it is, you're driving in a lorry, you're looking at that clock every 2 saying, oh, 5 o'clock, come on, 5 o'clock, where's 5 o'clock? We never know the time here.
No, we normally go, shit, is that the time?
Yeah.
When someone comes to pick up.
Yep. And none of us rush out the door. We are so emotionally invested.
I think Emily was meant to leave at 6 o'clock yesterday.
6 o'clock, Emily finished yesterday. I was 6 o'clock technically. Amber was 7 o'clock. Emily was 6:30.
Ellie. There's too many E's.
Oh, I don't know. It's too many E's. there was a couple of us meant to finish at 6. One at 6:30, one at 7. We all left at 7.
After you two were caught dancing and stuff.
Yeah, well. But the truth is, daycares can really benefit your dogs. I hope we've busted some myths here. If you have any questions, if you've got a thought after
Or a
listening
worry
to this,
in
or a
it,
worry,
yeah.
a concern, or anything, or if you have an experience with a daycare and you're not quite sure if that's what it should be,
Or you've been like rejected from a daycare for a certain reason, speak to us.
speak to us.
see
I
if
don't
that
care
is the
where
case.
you are up and down this country, or if you're in America or anywhere in the world. If you want help, that's what we're here for.
Yeah. And also, if you're a daycare, dog walker, or anything in the dog industry, reach out to us as well if you want to work with us.
Yep, we want to help. We want to grow this dog industry, make it a much stronger area to be and a sector to work
And we
in.
want to get rid of that vile
That
competition.
stigma where you have
Yeah.
to hate another daycare because they're down the road.
Yeah, no.
It's a bunch of shit.
It's a bit like mischief. Love mischief.
Love
'cause of
'em.
the fact that
All the ladies at Mischief,
exactly. Shout
you
out
probably
to you.
won't see this, but I love you. Thank you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
I love you because of the fact apparently Pooch's Yard wouldn't be here without you. So
It wouldn't.
I love you, and I've never even met you.
That's the importance of good daycare and good care in general.
Yep.
And other businesses getting on. Because without Mischief Doggy Daycare in Mildenhall, Pooch's Yard would not be here to this day. And we wouldn't be helping all the dogs that we help today.
Yep. So thanks.
Yeah, thank you very much. And Waggies, shout out to Waggies. We mentioned them earlier.
Yep.
But Greg and Tessa, Waggies,
I will try and get him to
location
organise a date.
unknown, Cambridge area.
You just said near Duxford.
It's near Duxford Air
Okay.
Museum. They are fantastic. And to anyone else that wants to kind of get involved, get on the podcast, drop us a message. But until then, thanks for watching. We have busted some myths. We hope you've enjoyed it. We've gone off on a tangent because that is what we do best.
My brain don't stay on one line. It's a train track that's
But
just sort of zigs and zags.
It's all been said with honesty, with passion.
Am I meant to lie at any point? Because I'm terrible at lying.
No,
Okay,
that is the whole point of this podcast.
Oh, okay, that's good. Because
Nothing that comes out of our mouth is a lie.
Oh, okay.
It is.
How honest
The-
am I allowed to be?
It is the dog's honest truth.
I can't do that very well. Oh, see, that's sexy. Like, do that again.
Anyway, thanks for watching. We hope to see you in the next one. We've got lots planned for the future. So stick around, make sure to subscribe, and we are going to start helping and exploring much deeper conversations.
I'm going to see next time what my pillow is.
The pillows are staying.
Oh, okay, that's good. I
What
like
a
the
pillow.
pillows. I love it.
Anyway, thanks for watching, and we shall see you in the next one.